Hey there, wait a second. Why am I cuddling a cushion? Hey there, legends. Geelong Flipper here. Tori, how you doing? Coming to you from the mean streets of Geelong, Victoria, Australia. We've got a bit to get through today, but it's not going to take too long. Unless I waffle, and if I do, bad luck. There's been a lot of you subscribing lately. Thank you so very much. Share it out if you think there's people that might get benefit from what we're talking about. And I'm going to try something today that I haven't done before, so bear with me because I've never really had a lot of comments before when I've done YouTube. And you guys are writing to me and commenting, and I want to acknowledge that. So I'm going to literally be reading off here and letting you know. I read everything. I try to respond to everything. So let's have a quick look. So check out the old iPad here. So I've done a few videos lately. There was some good stuff coming out of the Australia Post price hike video. And just to acknowledge people there. So Dale, thank you for writing. You commented a couple of times there that you do delivery for Aussie Post and that they announced the letter increase but not the parcel increase. Thank you so very much. It is a problem. The green documents that I showed you, the cardboard ones, they can be bent. I hope that the posties don't do that. That's why I send my books in the hardened cardboard, just to show I care a little bit more. It is difficult too. Luke Simpson, thank you. Your response was Aussie Post's answer is to always hike the prices up. The business model's unsustainable. And yeah, I do agree. We need more choices that make sense, because at the moment, like, you've got Sendle and other bits and pieces, but to be honest, I'm going to look into them so as I can report on them. I don't have a clue how they work. It's a learning world for us all, and I'll try to teach you as I learn, okay? Let's have a look here. Miss Dancing Pants has commented a few times there. Thank you so very much. Thruxton, yes, Sendle have a cheaper tracked envelope rate. I did briefly look up the Sendle website, and you appear to be on the money there, but it's very weight dependent. I find the Aussie Post system easier for me to understand, but it may just be because I've got grey hair, even though I'm wise. Stevie Robbo, thank you for commenting too. Looking at Mario Kart and all the postage and stuff like that. I do appreciate that. Having to look, because you're in the UK, it is difficult. Aussie sellers, what we tend to do, and I'm going to be teaching people a bit more about international post soon, you've got to jack the price up. And I'm so sorry, international buyers. We have to put the price up, because if you get busy, and I hope that you do through learning stuff here and through doing your own thing, you can't be messing around weighing individual things every single time for every single destination. My postage rules are that price will get that item anywhere in the world. I don't even have to check. If you want to pay the price, I get it to you. But I totally get your comment, because it makes it damn expensive. But sometimes it's the only way you can get things. So I don't know. I don't have a good answer. This is either Lee or Leah. Thank you for commenting. Merity, very helpful. And buying 50 at a time. I get it. I wish I could. $400 though. My local post office said it's really not worth it. Okay, so Major Lurker bought 250 for the price rise. I love that. Kick.com. My main seller is books and video games at the moment, but I sell a lot of eclectic stuff. So just be sure to watch the vids, and you will see I do what's sold sometimes. Like, I sold some lady shoes recently, and I'm going to do a little video about women's shoes too. It's a really good market, especially with winter coming on. A suburban farmer down under asked, do I print my address labels? Now, at the moment, I don't. At the moment, I'm more than happy to hand print them, though my business is growing to the point I probably do need to get a label printer. So no, I've been hand printing darn well everything, and I think I'm going to get a label printer. If anyone out there has any good brands I'd like to recommend, let me know, please. Put in the comments. Sea Monkeys, thank you. You mentioned a video where a short I did about video games being a bit particular Bolo video game. This is the game I did. I can't even recall the title of it. The Bolo game, video game though. Yeah, look, I have seen comps for it. It was a PlayStation 3 game, Red River, from memory. All right, so we're going to now jump to the title, or just what today is going to be about. Okay, a nice short video after all that me crapping on. But I'm so grateful that you guys are communicating with me. I do appreciate it. At the end of this video too, I'm going to take a leap of faith. I'm going to put my PO box on. If you guys want to communicate, send postcards from the bits of the world that you're from, I'd love that. I'll hold them up. I'll read them, you know, whatever. And I'm also going to do some I've got some exciting news. I'm going to show you something that I've created and I'm pumped. I'm really excited about this, and this is why I started reselling. Okay, so Narendra, thank you, bro, from subscribe from WA, asked, let's have a look here properly so I go into it. Nice one, mate. Sub from WA. Do you list every day? If yes, how many listings? I list daily, at least one with promotion, and I get 0 views. Okay, so we're going to be having a look at that. Also, I just want to acknowledge the fact that Alison has done a lot of comments on here too. Thank you. I see you. I acknowledge you. First things first, we're going to jump on to my news. So you guys may or may not know, I write books. I love it. It's my passion. I'm not famous for it or anything like that, but I love it, and everyone who's read my book say that they're okay. So this is my first book, The Dead of Christmas. I've held that up several times. It's about zombies, conspiracy theories, aliens, and all that sort of stuff. The sequel, The Dead of Egypt, will be out shortly, and then The Dead of Easter's out after that. I know Easter's done, but it'll be Easter next year too. I don't care. It's a cool story about Buck the Easter Bunny. It's super violent. Okay. I've developed a new series that I'm super excited about, guys. You can find all of these on Amazon. Just look for my surname. I'm going to put the text right now down here that you can look me up. But these are my Little Death books. So I've done illustrated books for adults. They're not explicit like that. They're just adult stories. Don't buy them for your children. So yeah, Little Death book. First one was Scrappy the Thug Boat. Little Death books, collect them all. But check out the artwork in them. Cool as hell. So I wrote the stories, I did all the drawing thumbnails, and then I worked in collaboration with an illustrator to bring my books to life. So the first one was Scrappy the Thug Boat, about a homicidal tugboat who wants nothing more than to, unalive his owner and everyone else for that matter. And the next one that just came out, I just received my physical copy of it, but it's just out for you to purchase now if you want to. It's Little Toodle is Off the Rails, and it's about a little train who lives in Lower Runner Train, and basically he wants to become, a gang member. So he learns about the code and spirals down. It was so much fun to write. So, you get the idea. The next one is The Taxi That Murdered. So, yeah, they're books for 15 and up. Anyhow, so look me up if you want to. Comment, follow. You can find me on all sorts of social media, either as Tory Favreau or Geelong Flipper. And I'm on Facebook too. Okay, so Narendra, thank you so very much for your question. We're going to deal with that right now. Sorry for crapping on for so long. Okay, so do I list every day? Well, guys, here we go. In order to get more out of eBay, you've got to show eBay that you're serious about your business. So I am. I need it because to self-publish these books, they cost me a lot of money, because I can't draw on a computer. I can draw on paper, but I need a graphic designer to do these for me. So I need to raise the money to pay to get these done, and then I can put them onto Amazon and hopefully recoup my money. This one was expensive to put out because I literally had to pay, after I'd written it, pay someone to make sure it was all formatted properly for a book. I had to pay someone to do the design for me there. I had to do the words. So yeah, so I take eBay seriously. I take my customer service seriously. I think you should too. So if you ever hear me talk like that, it's because I've stuffed up and I've recorded it again and I want to enunciate clearly. So you may hear me going, and it's just because I've screwed it up 2 or 3 times and I've cut that out, that I didn't bore you. Narendra, I list every day, but I'll tell you a trick. And I did put it on the YouTube answers. But what I do is I schedule my listings, and you can do that too. It's nice and easy. So on the when you're selling, if you notice where you're putting in your price, if you're putting in a buy it now price or auction, I mainly do buy it nows. We'll talk about that on another show. But for me personally, I think your financial motivation should be to make as much as you can, and you'll get more out of buy it nows. It's easier for the customer too. They know when they buy it, they're going to get it. They don't have to maybe be sniped at the end of an auction. And also you're not opening yourself up to possibly missing out on an item for the buyer. They just buy it now, they've got it, the seller gets the proper amount that they wanted. Okay, so I schedule every weekend This is the weekend when I'm recording now. It's Sunday. I did it yesterday though. I make sure that there is one listing for every day of the week. So the first 7 listings of my Saturday take me through, actually I did 8 listings, take me all the way through to next Sunday, if you know what I mean. So if I don't touch eBay for a whole week now, I've got the next 8 days, there will be one listing every day. On average, I would do, I don't know, say between 6 to 20 listings a day. You don't have to do that. My stuff is mainly small stuff. It's media, it's books, with the occasional little, pop vinyl, something like that thrown in. I prefer to deal with smaller things where I can. It's easier for me to handle, easier for me to post. My postage rules are set up to be so easy, it's ridiculous. I've got to talk about them. I keep promising to, but Narendra asks a good question. So the reason why I've got scheduled listings, and now here's the trick too. Sorry, Narendra. The reason why I schedule them is I want eBay to know I'm serious. And I keep saying that. But as a reseller and as a serious one, I'm doing this to make some of my income and to fulfill my dream of being an author. So I want the eBay algorithm to go, Geelong Flipper, he answers promptly, he ships nearly every day. My business rules are every second day, but I do it pretty much every day. He lists every day. I'm attentive. I answer questions almost immediately. If I don't, it's an honest slip. I prioritize my eBay business. So something that I do want you to be doing is listing every day, or if you know there's days that you can't, I want you to schedule your listings. This tells eBay a new item entered your store every single day. We may have a cat walk past us. Hello, what are you doing? It's so distracting. Hey, what are you doing? Anyhow, there may be a cat showing up. Her name's Poppet. All right, so basically, if you show eBay that you're serious, eBay treats you seriously. The algorithm, it must be machine learning that's extremely advanced. I find the more I interact with eBay and my customers, the more eBay pushes my stuff forward. That I'm getting sales nearly every day. There's generally on a Saturday for me on eBay, that's my quiet day. On Sunday is when it pumps, and on Monday morning is when I tend to see a lot of that. Someone goes, oh, I saw that on the weekend and now I'm going to buy it, which is great for me because I ship in the afternoon. So they're going to get it really quickly. So Narendra and anyone else who's interested in this one, I do suggest that you put in scheduled listings. Do them, that something new comes out every day. Like I fill up tubs and I label my tubs. That's my sorting system. So at the moment I'm refilling up tub 10. It's just literally down there on the ground. And I've got 15 tubs on the go at the moment. There's a lot more than that, but they're my listed tubs with I think 11 or 1200 items. What I would do and what I suggest you is do that one a day, and then every day that you can list, make sure you do. If you know there's a dead day, then list more for that day and schedule them. I would try to be listing, 5 to 6 items minimum a day. One, it'll fill up your store, gives people more stuff to buy, as long as you've got room. But one listing a day should be enough for the algorithm to know you're working on your eBay business every day, and it will reward you. Remember my lessons about the promoted listings. I think they're worthwhile. Combine it with promoted listings, and don't be off-put if you don't get views immediately. I don't get views immediately on everything I list. That will come with time, with people following your store, with you interacting, and just doing the right thing by your customers. These are the things that will build your business. So just because you're listing and people aren't looking now, don't stress it. Keep your promoted listing there, bump up the percentage. If you're only doing 2%, remember my lessons about that. That's a freaking waste of time. And that advice from other YouTube, eBay people is bad. Go at the promoted rate. eBay's got a reason for a promoted rate. And unless you want to go and research every single item that you're listing, how it's going on eBay, which takes up a lot of time, and I cannot be bothered, just factor it into your pricing, guys. Don't worry about it. Do the right thing by your customers, do the right thing by yourself, do the right thing by shipping, and keep those listings coming every day. So Narendra, to summarize, schedule your listings. If you do have a day that you know you just can't do your eBay business, schedule your listings every day, and then do some organic ones every day too, because I've got some cool stuff that's coming out this week. But it's coming out Thursday or Friday, and I'm like, I know it'll sell quickly, but it's in my scheduled listings. And part of you goes, oh, I want the income. Don't worry about it. It'll come. Schedule your listings. And then when you've got your normal listing days, try to do, like I said, 5 to 20 if you've got small items, if you've got bigger items. Try to work out how much you want to earn for the day. Try to work out what your profit will be if you sell those items at a reasonable price. All these things factor in, and I hope that was of help. I'll repeat it one more time. List every day, or at least schedule that listings are going live every day for you and your eBay business. Till next time, guys, please keep writing in. I do listen, I do answer. You can find me on TikTok, you can find me on Instagram, but I think on YouTube is where we can do these long form chats. And I hope they're informative. And if they're not, bad luck, never watch again. But if you are enjoying it, that's awesome. And in the meantime, if you want to help me chase my dream, I write books. All right, guys, I really hope your eBay business is growing. I hope that these suggestions are helping you, and I would love to know about your wins. Comment down below. What are you doing? What's going on? What do you like to sell? Do you have any hints and tips for me? What's working? What's not? And if it's something that I can then try, I'll talk about it on a video too. All right, I'm going to get on with the rest of my Sunday, and I have got stuff to list myself. Laters.